we've got Abneesh Roy as well joining in very quickly to analyze Marico's performance. Abneesh, hi, morning. Great to be speaking with you. And I want to first obviously talk about the volume print. Given that Parachute has managed to deliver its highest volume growth ever in several quarters, actually. But do you think this is a structural recovery, or would you say this is just the base effect doing the heavy lifting?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me. Yes, we are positive on the entire FMCG pack. We expect Avenue Supermart to be a bit weak as a stock because clearly the business update missed street expectations. But that's why we are more positive on FMCG than the discretionary part. Coming to FMCG, if you see, this is not a base effect. So Marico has been a very consistent compounder and always generally they are in the top tier in terms of volume growth and overall performance. So I will not say it has anything to do with soft base. If you see the FMCG recovery started in Q4 for the entire sector and that has continued in Q1. Our sense is it will continue for 2 more quarters for sure. Yes, there is a concern that El Nino can impact Q3. For the sector, FMCG sector, which is a fair concern. But frankly, we have analyzed the last 10 years data extensively. Even in El Nino, we have not seen that there is any high correlation for FMCG volume growth or for the sector barometer Hindustan Unilever. Because see, headline numbers in rain deficit can be extremely misleading. You can have a normal rain year, but that could be because some areas have seen flooding, some areas have seen a drought, and overall pan-India number is normal. But neither drought is good nor flood is good. That's why even in El Nino year, we have seen that FMCG volume growth can be decent. That's why I would say that because of GST, the compliance rates have actually improved and price hike is also happening. So you will see that in Q1, most of the FMCG companies will see very good growth continuing. And Q2, in fact, it could accelerate because price hike will be fully there in Q2. We don't expect any price cut in FMCG even in Q3. Paint and adhesive, there can be some price cut.
Right. Yeah. Abneesh, just very quickly, specifically on Marico here, I want to talk about the input costs, given that copra prices are down a good 45% from the peak, but still above historical averages is what I understand. At what copra price level does Marico then start to see meaningful margin recovery according to you?
I think we are close to that. In Q1, we are expecting around 18% consol EBITDA growth. Which is very similar to the consol revenue growth of 21%. So we are almost there. If you see, Marico took almost 60% price hike in 1 year because of the severe inflation in copra. I don't think globally any country, any company has taken in consumer space 60% price hike in 1 year. And the demand was unscathed. If you see, after 60% price hike also, Parachute's volumes were flat. I think that's a reflection of Marico's execution capability. So going ahead, my sense is Marico for sure is one of the few exceptions in FMCG where next 2-3 quarters as a basket, the raw material will continue to be deflationary because now it has corrected 45% and it is stable. Some of the other raw material like packaging or say even the LLP, etc., and some of the food raw material which they use, that saw inflation during Iran crisis. But do note that now India as a country is buying crude oil below the pre-Iran crisis because new suppliers like Russia, Iran are also there. So yes, there is an inflation, there is an inventory which is there, but it is just a temporary thing. Because after 1 or 2 months, my sense is FMCG should be actually seeing pre-Iran levels in terms of raw materials. As a basket, coming to Marico, yes, I do expect that high teens EBITDA growth for the company will continue. They are spending very aggressively on advertising. Again, in FMCG, I think Marico is one of the few outliers which has spent very aggressively on advertising, but still delivered 18% kind of EBITDA growth in Q1.
Okay, thanks Abneesh for that update. Sandeep, how do you look at the some of the consumption space?